Hey guys, Marv Talks Wrestling here. Welcome to my WWE Fastlane 2017 results and review. I'm currently filming this on my phone because I've recently just returned on my from my senior trip, as I mentioned in my Fastlane predictions video. I have returned. I have not unpacked my stuff yet. I need to do that soon. And honestly, my room's just a mess. If I use my webcam, I'm gonna have to move a lot of stuff around, and I can't really be bothered to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to stick with my phone for this video. Hopefully I can get everything fixed before Monday Night Raw, so I can film on Monday Night Raw with my webcam. But if I can't, well then, oh well. Anyways, Fastlane 2017. It was underwhelming, really. It was not a terrible show. It was not a bad show. It wasn't a good show either. I would say it was less than stellar, really. There's some stuff that did not need to happen that happened, and really, the fact that it happened really just kind of ruined the show in a way, in some sort of way. It made the show go from a good one to a less than stellar one. So, without further ado, I'm going to run down every single match, every single result, and tell you exactly what I think about it. So, without further adu, let's get started. So we had the pre-show. Akira Tozawa and Rich Swann defeated Noam Dar and the Brian Kendrick in what was a fine tag team match. It was a good match, a cruiserweight match. The crowd was definitely into it, which is a good sign because obviously the cruiserweights are how so talented. But they don't get showcased as much as the regular roster does. They always, they're more like outcasts, with the whole purple ropes and the, special logo, the ring mat thing. And really, it's just a shame that the cruiserweights can't really showcase their talent. Well, in this tag team match, it was a fine match. Akira Tozawa and Noam Dar won. Obviously, Akira Tozawa. And yeah, so baby faces won. Really was a good match. Get the crowd going. And we opened up the show with Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn, which was a good match. It was a really good match. Those two are hell talented. I knew those two were going to put on a really good match, and they did just that. A good match. They put on a really good match, which was a really good match. Sami Zayn, obviously, he's fantastic, making Samoa Joe look like a real destroyer, like a real monster, really living up to the name, the Destroyer. And Sami Zayn was not buried. No, he was far from buried. He got offense in. He got a lot of offense in. Those two. It was a 50-50 match. It was definitely split right down the middle. Even though we all knew Samoa Joe was going to win, it was the most predictable one of the most predictable ones. And yeah, I mean, what I was gonna say, Samoa Joe defeated Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn looked really great out there, as did Samoa Joe. So yeah, good stuff. Good so far, so good. Then we had the Raw Tag Team Championship match, which was the match I was least looking forward to, but it was not the worst part of the night. Thank God. It was Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defending their Raw Tag Team Championships against Enzo and Cass. And the reason I say that I'm not really into it, that this was the match I was least excited about, is because, well, there was barely any story development between these two teams. All they had was a match on Raw. That's really it. It was Big Cass versus Luke Gallows, I think, at Raw. I think that was basically the only highlight of their feud. And really, it was a good match. I thought it was a fine match. It was, good tag team wrestling. The Enzo and Cass are really good with the hot tag and stuff. But the finish, there could be a little debate on that finish. However, it was a fine match. I'm just glad the club retained the titles, Hopefully they can get a good reign off the Raw Tag Team Championships. They definitely deserve one because they worked so hard. And yeah, they've been nothing but a joke in the past few months. So hopefully the Raw Tag Team Championships can make them look more serious, look more dominant, and more stronger. So that's that. Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. You guys know how much of a fan I am of Sasha Banks. I do love Sasha Banks. She is a phenomenal wrestler. However, I do think Nia Jax needed this win more than Sasha Banks. I'm totally fine with Sasha Banks winning, but really it just stops Nia Jax's momentum. If they're gonna do a fatal 4-way women's championship match at WrestleMania, they gotta give Nia Jax as much momentum as possible because she doesn't really fit in with Nia Jax. She's improving a lot, but she doesn't really fit in with with Charlotte, Bayley, and Sasha Banks, the level that they're at. They're already up here. They skyrocketed with the women's revolution. However, Nia Jax is still, developing. She needs everything she needs to get, in the same level as Bailey, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks. Not saying she won't get there, but it's gonna be a lot harder now to get there since she lost to Sasha Banks. And yeah, but it was an okay match. I thought it was better than the Royal Rumble match. Definitely. It wasn't a total squash. It wasn't a squash at all. Sasha Banks won. But yeah, Sasha Banks won via roll up. So I guess it was a better than her tapping out. If she would have tapped out, she would have definitely lost all of her momentum. So yeah, roll up is fine, I guess. So yeah. And then we get to the part of the show where it just felt more like an episode of Raw than an actual pay-per-view. It was Cesaro and Jinder Mahal, and also Big Show versus Rusev, which are two definitely Raw. Those are two Monday Night Raw matches, I guarantee you. And they had it on the pay-per-view as filler matches, and we all know why. It's because the main event was not going to last any more than 5 minutes, not even more than 2 minutes. Which really does suck. Instead of, having your pay-per-view last for 3 hours, just make it, like 2.5 hours. You don't have to be forced on a 3-hour show. I understand Raw has to be forced 3 hours since, that's how it works. But the WWE network is yours, WWE. It's your stuff. You can make any show as long as, any duration as you want. It could be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you need. As long as you have, you don't have to be forced to do a 3-hour pay-per-view show. 2.5 hours is fine. People won't feel too fatigued after the show. But unfortunately, we had Cesaro and Jinder Mahal and Big Show versus Rusev, which those two matches did absolutely nothing for anybody. And yeah, Cesaro defeated Jinder Mahal and Big Show defeated Rusev. So. And next we have the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match, aka the match of the night. Neville versus Jack Gallagher. Those two have pretty good chemistry in the ring. Great chemistry, actually. The crowd was super into it, which it's really great to see. After those past two segments, we really needed this match. And yeah, those two proven that they are the best in their division. Period. The two best cruiserweights in the WWE right now. And yeah, they just put on nothing but a good match. That German suplex by Neville to Jack Gallagher was lethal. Holy crap. I can't say anything but a great match. It was just fun. It was entertaining. It was awesome. The crowd definitely loved it. It was the best cruiserweight match I've seen in a while. I can't remember the last cruiserweight match that was that good. Obviously, besides the Cruiserweight Classic, since the cruiserweights arrived at Raw, I think this probably is their best bout, and it was great, really. So Neville defeated Jack Gallagher after hitting the Red Arrow. It's good to see that again. And yeah, I really like the fact that they used the Red Arrow. I like the fact that Neville used the Red Arrow. Since he doesn't use it that much anymore. He's a heel. He can't do much flippy stuff anymore. So yeah, it was great to see it again. Roman Reigns defeated Braun Strowman. It was a fine match. I actually enjoyed the match. Don't hate me for it. It was a good match. However, I do think The Undertaker should have interfered. Braun Strowman just lost clean. It was a clean loss for Braun Strowman. The Undertaker did not appear anywhere throughout the show. Despite the fact that there are rumors. This is why I don't like believing in rumors. This is why I hate the IWC with all these rumors and stuff. And, saying, oh, it's going to be Undertaker versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Undertaker's going to cost Reigns the match. He didn't do diddly squat about that. Nobody did anything. It was just a clean win for Roman Reigns just to make him look strong. You might hate me for saying that, oh, everyone says Roman Reigns looks strong. This is exactly what this match did. It made Roman Reigns look strong. But yeah, still, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was fine. And yeah, good stuff. Next, the Raw Women's Championship match, Bayley versus Charlotte. The match was fine. The finish was very, very confusing. One that I'm not a big fan of the finish, to be honest. Sasha Banks just running down and she started hitting Charlotte, and the referee's side did not even call for a disqualification. And I understand, this whole undefeated at pay-per-view stuff. They could have had Bayley disqualified. Charlotte will still be undefeated at pay-per-views. Bayley will still be Raw Women's Champion. You will gain so much from that. But they did not go along with it. They just defied their own rules. They defied wrestling rules in general. Really, WWE just go by their own rules and make up their rules along the way. And what else can I say? Really, the match was fine. You know, except the whole corner thing. I don't know what the hell was wrong with that. And I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna go from here. And maybe Sasha Banks will turn heel soon. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, the match was fine. Bayley is still your women's champion, which is great. But obviously, confusing finish leads to a debate on whether or not it was a good thing. So, and then finally, the match of the night. The match of really just, I got triggered during this match. You know, all 22 seconds of this match. 22 seconds. What the hell? This match should have lasted longer than than this video. And the fact that it didn't even last 30 seconds, it's just a shame, really. I don't know, if Goldberg appears for every Raw as Universal Champion, that's good. But if he just takes time off, you know, sits at home with the Universal title, that's going to hurt it a lot. It really makes SmackDown look more like the dominant brand with their WWE Champion being there every single week. However, the Universal Champion being a part-timer, barely there. They're like, you know, like every few weeks, maybe even every few months. It doesn't make Raw look good. It does not help Raw, really. Chris Jericho was there, which is great, I guess. But yeah, bell rang 22 seconds later. Goldberg is the new WWE Universal Champion. And I also posted a reaction video to that match. So if you want to see, you know, my full reaction to it, just look at my channel, just click on it. And yeah. So yeah, those were my Fastlane 2017 results review. What did you guys think? Did you guys enjoy Fastlane? I sort of did, not that much really. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Of the 3 pay-per-views WWE has produced so far this year, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and Fastlane, I would probably say Fastlane is probably the worst of the 3 so far. So far this year, Fastlane has been the most underwhelming one, and yeah, really, I'm sorry, it's just stuff, really. Anyways, what do you guys think of Fastlane? Tell me in the comments below. Any sports, just liking, sharing, subscribing is greatly appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Marvelous1. All my social media links are down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.